Evening, VC. All right, so last video I showed a couple records I got from Greg at Flowering Spikes, and VC related musicians. So I had the idea to pull a bunch of my records that have musicians from the vinyl community, and I think I got about a dozen artists here. I don't think I'm recalling everybody, but there's a lot here, so I'm going to try to go through these as quickly as I can, and I'll see if I can't leave links to some music videos or to their band camps or to their vinyl community channels. And just off the top, there's a few guys that I don't have recordings of that I would like to get that have VC channels. One being Dave Wayne. He's a great drummer. And I don't have any of his recordings. I don't know how many of them there are, but the El Bicho Feo channel, the Master of Cheap Heat, out in New Mexico. And then you've got Jay from the band Sloan. He's been doing a channel for maybe a year or so. I don't have any Sloan records. I think there's a new Sloan record. I need to look into that. Been hearing good things in the VC about that record. I believe he's in Toronto by way of Nova Scotia. Great channel. But yeah, I got about a dozen artists here to feature. Some of these, their channels are defunct. Some of these are going strong with their channels. So we'll point that out as we go along. But a lot of these records I became aware of because of them doing vinyl community videos and talking about their music. So that's why this stuff's here, and yeah, we'll get into it. The first is Daniel Israelsson in Sweden, or well, now he goes by Daniel Heselklint. So I'm not sure if he took his wife's name when he got married. I don't know how it works in Sweden, but great musician. And this stuff has some jazz leanings. The later stuff's more electronic. Yeah, I got a bunch of his records. I think there's only one of his LPs I don't have. This one I found in Austin at In Your Ear. So it's Blameful Isles, Then It's Not the End. I have that one. That's the earliest one I have of his. And then I have, these are hard to find. These are on, this one's on Urban Waves. What's the name of this one? The Heart of Our Heart. Gorgeous cover art. Again, this is all really good atmospheric jazz. Pleroma, which is a freaking masterpiece that I was just talking about. Fantastic cover art. The saxophones on this are incredible. And there's the poem by Chris Cole right there on the inside of the jacket from the VC. And I learned a lot about UK jazz from Daniel, watching his videos when he was making them. He's had a couple of kids now, so he's not making videos anymore, but these records are worth seeking out. Chimerical, where he started to get a little more electronic. Fantastic. Also on Urban Waves, this is from 2020. And then the most recent album I have of his is Israelsson. I think that's how it's said. Beautiful cover there, and a little bit more electronic on this as well. Fantastic. Then I've got Henry Dereck Elis, who's in my Vinyl Champions Facebook group and met up with us on the Big Dig in LA. Great musician. He does all different types of music. He's been in a lot of bands over the years. He's had solo projects. And this is a great record of his, The Devil Is My Friend. It says it's Americana barn rock. It's a good way to put it. Yeah, some great players with him on this. This is really, really good. Really rough, like gruff vocals that I really dig. He autographs pretty much everything he sends me. But that's a good one.
Bake with infants crawling on our floors. That Sunday dress, it hangs on the door, and the water's gone too dry for drinking. Sing for the dead. Sing for the dead. Oh, sing, sing for the dead man, dead man.
He's now in a real heavy band called Calm, and I have all their stuff, and we'll show you the CDs. I've got the Reflections Doubt demo. That was a download only at the time. And then they put out Resilience and Despair on CD and vinyl, and I have both. And then he put out First Light of the Last Dawn. This is the CD. And that's really good, heavy, atmospheric doom, I'd say, is this band Calm. And here's the Resilience and Despair LP. Double LP on Hypethral Records, I think out of Canada. Put that one out. And then here's Grave Impressions of an Unbroken Arc, the newest. So it says progressive doom infused with melodic black metal. 45 minutes with 4 songs on here. So it's really long, killer stuff. And he's now lead singer of this band and guitarist. So he's kind of taken over the vocal duties. In Calm, this is from last year. Really great stuff. And yeah, that's Henry Dereck Elis. And the country stuff he's done is phenomenal. I'll leave a link to some videos. Next you have Dereck Higgins. Everybody should know Dereck. He's done a ton of music over the years, all different types. He plays bass in a lot of different kind of bands. Now he's doing keyboard work. That's incredible. And I have just a few things of his. I have this Ear Sculpture 2 CD with him and Brett Harold Hart, who he always is talking about collaborating with on DVH Recordings, which I believe is Brett Harold Hart's label. I think he's out of Pittsburgh, if I recall. That's a really good CD. And then they put this out recent, No Salvation, RAF, his punk band. This is autographed by the whole band. This is a great one. Yeah, rest in peace, Kelly. Their singer tragically passed. This is on No Time Records. Might be able to still get copies of this, like the plain black. That's the red vinyl. Tons of stuff that Derek's done. He's in the Nebraska Music Hall of Fame.
Do it, man! Do it!
This will be the last one on the new record. I've never played it before.
Now you've got a guy that's doing vinyl community videos that I would never expected to. Big record collector, and that is Dennis from Refused in Sweden, the lead singer. And I've got some of his records. He's been in a lot of bands other than Refused too, but this is the Refused demos. Great punk from Sweden, hardcore stuff. Everlasting. This is a great one. I think originally from 2002. Yeah. And then you've got Songs to Fan the Flames of Discontent. This is a really badass LP. And then one of the most important records of anything, The Shape of Punk to Come. A miracle bombination in 12 bursts. This is a masterpiece of an LP. Love that one. Got a lot of records here. All right. And he was also the lead singer of the International Noise Conspiracy, and this is Survival Sickness original press on Burning Heart. That's some great stuff off of this one. I didn't dig all of that band stuff, but that record's great. From Dennis, I'll leave a link to his channel. Fantastic videos. All kinds of different ideas he throws at you. Next, you got Dom from Seekingathread, my partner in arms. And yeah, I've got everything. Material Objects is done, and then some. Let's see how I can go through these. He sent me the test pressings of some of their stuff. This is the test press for Content versus Carrier. The test pressing was done at Soft Wax out of Philly. And here's the Content versus Carrier EP from Material Objects. And if you like, I don't know, Pavement, Sonic Youth, anything like that, you're going to love Dom's band. Trio, really good. And here's the test press for the Passing Through EP that would come out next after that. And he did a wonderful jacket for it. I've got this copy, and then he had just a very small handful that he custom made a cover for, and I got that too. These are numbered. I think maybe only 13 of these. Yeah, this is numbered 11 of 13. So I have that one. And then I also have that they made just a few on reel to reel, just as a special thing. And I have the reel to reel as well. And then the newest album, which is fantastic, one of the best records of this year. Got the test press, and this is in revision, and that's just a spare cover that I keep with the test pressing of that. Really killer. Let's see if I can't leave a link to the live show they did in his barn recently. They've got the cello player now playing, I think, full-time in the band with them, which is really cool. Another extra cover. I think those are the covers that they kind of screwed up it wasn't the matte finish or whatever. And then here is the good copy with the hype sticker from the Rev and the VC. There's a glow to this band. It's quite literally indie rock. The Rev rock and rollin'. This is great stuff. I'm just trying to zip through these. And I also bought the CD because I'm a completist with Dom stuff. That's just the way it's going to be. All right, then you have this one, which I hadn't played this in a while. I got to play this again. This is Schematics for a Blank Stare, Acid Rain, Jeffrey Greer. This is from way back. And David Horowitz down in Florida had a hand in helping put this out. Multi-instrumentalist, this guy, really incredible musician. This is a very cool album, psychedelic stuff at times. Yeah, I don't know if he's still making videos or not. I try to get David to make one every now and again. I'll get him riled up and put one out. But I'm not sure about Jeff, but this is a really cool one. He had some very interesting videos years ago. All right. And then I will show this. This is Rodger Coleman and Sam Bird. Rodger's not making videos anymore, but great musician. Him and Sam made a lot of records. This is the only one I have. And the layout on the inside, James Barter had a hand in helping with. I think this is back from 2018 on New Void Jazz Records. Rodger Coleman plays piano, synths, guitar, gadgets, loops, and effects. And Sam Bird's on drums and percussion. And he also plays a Yamaha DTX Multi 2. This is wild fucking shit. Wild stuff. Really, really experimental. Very good. What do we got next? Next, I got one of the records that I just showed in the last video from Jacob Wendt, Silver Street. Phenomenal jazz record from last year. He's a great drummer. Yeah, talked about that one. Then you have Michael P. Dawson out in the Bay Area. Brilliant musician, multi-instrumentalist. He can do it all. These two records are he's got maybe 4 or 5 records you can get from him. I have just 2. The Insect Garden. And this one is probably my favorite, Paleozoic. Look at this artwork. It's just incredible. Definitely my favorite of his. I might need to get, I think it's Rat's Alley. That might have some more saxophone on it. I need to check it out again. It's been a while. Then I have a couple records here from Michael Muller, amazing guitarist. He's now, by way of Austin, now in Los Angeles, and he's been signed to Deutsche Grammophon. But his first record that I have, Lower River, is still my favorite on Beacon Sound. It's hard to see the artwork, but it's really beautiful artwork of this river coming off a mountain. This is really phenomenal, minimal guitarist stuff. And then Mirror Music, which I talked about. This is some master work right here. He's out touring Europe. He might be back by now, but he's got a limited cassette for the tour. I'd love to get one of those, but I think he only made 50 of them or something like that. And then you have a good friend of mine for many years, and my drummer in the band Married Man Band, as I play guitar. We've unearthed the demo tape from 2008, and I posted just a tidbit of it on Instagram. Going to be getting that onto a 7-inch here, hopefully sometime next year. And Joe plays drums, but I don't know what you would really want to call him first and foremost. He plays guitar, he plays bass, he's a singer. He does everything. Some of his bands over the years, I roadied for 5 Times Down when he played bass. This was rap rock in the 90s, in the mid 90s. The opening song on here, Looking Down the Barrel, opens the movie Carrie 2, the Stephen King movie, the $10,000 song. And then he was lead singer in Dixie Lee Box, and I'll just show one of their records. This is from 2007. Got some Coke whores from Miami as the cover art. These are actual photos from the guitarist's father from back in the day. So yeah, just some stuff that highlights musicians in the vinyl community. Hope you enjoyed that. Peace.